Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zoronden, and you are tuned in to I Do What I Want Friday. And today, I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling a little bit low, a little bit down on the situation. But I'm still going to bring you some content. And what I'm going to do today is a little bit of Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. This is, of course, Magic. And I thought I still had my save file from this game. Apparently, I completely lost it somehow. So I'm going to show you the first campaign level, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Start Duel here. And if you guys are at all familiar... Oops, I missed that. If you guys are all familiar with Magic, you're going to know what's going on. It's going to be pretty simple and obvious to you. But if you don't know, I'm going to try and explain a few of the basics of Magic to you as I go here. So I start off with a hand of 7 cards. The land cards that you can see to the left here are essentially resources or mana or whatever you want to call it. And you will notice each card here requires a certain amount of lands. This one requires 4, this one requires 6, this one's 3, this one's 2, and this one's 5. And those are what they cost. So I would have to have 5 mana on the field for this one to be able to play it. So you can look at your hand here, feel how you feel about it. This is actually a pretty bad hand, I feel, because I start off with not enough land to play a single creature. What I can do is draw a new hand. Now, the first hand I draw, I'm going to be able to get 7 cards right away. But if I draw again after this, I'm only going to get 6 cards. Now, this hand isn't as bad. I'm going to stick with it just because I don't want to lose a card. And I have a feeling I'm going to get more land cards. Land cards are almost always the most dominant card in your deck. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Keep Cards. Now my opponent went first. That does vary. And for his first turn, he's going to play some sorcery. It allows him to get an extra card. So he'll go ahead and do that. And now it will be my turn. I'm going to go ahead and play 1 land. I, of course, draw a card first, which I didn't bother to mention. I can't play that guy. It's 4. Apparently, I couldn't do anything because my turn ended. So, yeah, I couldn't have done anything anyways. I only had 1 playable card, and it was that, and there were no creatures on the field at the time. So I'm going to play another land, and now I can play this. It allows me to get a library card that happens to be a forest card, and it automatically goes onto the battlefield. It does shuffle my deck, but that is definitely worth it, and it's going to bring up all my forest cards there. It doesn't matter which one I pick. I'm just going to click one, and of course my deck is now shuffled, but that didn't really matter. I didn't know what was in my deck, where it was, and that gets me an extra land on the field, which is going to get me ahead of my opponent. It's almost like I went first at this time, so that's definitely going to help. Now, he has just played a flying creature. That is going to be some danger for me because flying creatures can only be defended or blocked by another flying creature or a creature with reach, as you can see right there. And at the moment, I don't have any of those. That is going to cause me an issue. Now, I do have 4 mana, so I can play this boar. I can also play this larva here. Now, whenever the larva attacks, it gets a +1/+1 until the end of the turn for each forest I control. So if I attack with this guy, he will become a 4... does he get 1/1? Or yeah, he does get 1/1. So he'll become a 6/6. I'm going to play him. Now, you will notice he comes into battle... well, he doesn't actually look tapped, but essentially creatures come into battle tapped. I can't attack with him right away. They call it spawn sickness or something like that. I don't remember the specific name, but you can't attack right away. Now my enemy is going to attack. He's got blocking. I cannot defend, or excuse me, he's got flying. I cannot block that. So you will notice my hit points do go down by 3. Unfortunately, there was nothing I could do about that. Hopefully, I'm going to pull out a creature that has reach or flying. Unfortunately, for now, all I'm getting is land. Let's see here. The boar could be nice because I could sacrifice him for some life later on. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. This might allow me to fight this guy. So I'm going to target that guy, even if that happens right there, which is unfortunate, that's not actually what I wanted. That does allow me to kill the flying creature. I was hoping my creature would get boosted by my mana. I'm not exactly sure why that didn't happen. But I'll summon my boar here, and that'll at least give me a lead to that for now. Now, I'm not going to proclaim to be a expert at Magic by any means. I've only played it a handful of hours in real life. My cousin has a few decks that I threw cards I got for free in with his, and every once in a while when we're together we play. But that is the extent of my playtime. Now, I'm sitting here with a 2/2 creature that... Oops, I don't even know what's going on here. Zoom out. Can I attack with him? There we go. Now it's attack turn. The game's a little wonky. You get used to it after a bit. I haven't played it for quite a while. But anyways, my enemy has no creatures out on the field, so it is probably safe to attack him. He could have some sort of instant or magic card that will stop this attack, but unlikely. Most players aren't going to stop 2 damage. It's pretty trivial. But that can stack up if you just keep going. So there's a few damage. We'll see what my enemy will do here. I am, of course, pretty low on cards. I think you can only have 7 cards in your hand at a time, which is how many you start out the game with. He's going to play another sleight of hand card and get a few more cards into his hand. Well, one more. So unfortunately, I could use something like that right now. I only have 2 cards in my hand, and I'm obviously playing at least 1 this next round. Ooh, I don't like that guy. You'll get players that play those guys a lot, and they get a lot of cards out of their deck. Right there, he's gonna play that right away and get yet another card in his hand. And of course, you will notice he's got a player on the field now, and that is a 1/2, which means he can block my boar and not take any personal damage, but this guy would die because my guy does 2 damage as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and play my land. I am up to 7 land now. For each forest you control. That's pretty powerful. I'm going to get a lot of creatures for that. Now, this guy has reach. I'm actually going to hold on to him in case Talbrand plays another flying guy. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I could wait and get more land and get more powerful with that, but right now, that might just win me the game. Anyways, I'm going to attack with these 2 guys because he's only a 1/2. He can't kill either of my guys, and all his land is tapped, so he can't power him up. There's nothing he can do. He can only block and lose his current creature, which I would guess he will choose to not do. Such is the case, and he's going to take 6 damage here, and he's going to, of course, be down to 12 damage. So quite an early lead I'm getting here. This is very nice. I'm not going to argue with that. Again, this is just the first level in the tutorial, or not even the tutorial, it's beyond the tutorial. This is the first level in the campaign, which is pretty easy. I was hoping to be super late in it, which is some very hard stuff that I was even having trouble with. And unfortunately, again, like I said, I lost that save file. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Right here, I'm going to gain 1 life for every land I have. I might as well play it. There's no reason not to. And, of course, you're going to see me rocket up to 24 health. You can, of course, go over to 20 health. And what I'm going to do is just commit all my wolves here. I'm going to win the match, I think. Let me count all these guys. 7 wolves. Yeah, I'm going to win the match right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to play the next game because... Oh, what is this? Return target. No? Okay, and he'll probably block 1 with his other guy and survive. I would expect that. There's no reason. Yeah, there it is. So I'm only going to do 10 damage to him, actually. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at this guy. He's figuring some things out that are going to allow him to survive. So he's going to be down to 8 health. Does he have anything else up his sleeve? No, he does not. So he's down to 2 health, rather, taking 8 damage. And that guy, of course, does no damage because he's a -5 or -3/0 creature. I thought there was, oh, here we go. There's a continue button. I knew there was a faster way to do this. There we go. So he is now down to 4 health. Going to take 1 more round. Who knows? He might have something else up his sleeve. You can never count somebody out in this game. They find crazy ways to win. And there's that flying creature I was worried about. That is why I kind of kept the spider in my hand. I didn't want him to play some sort of card that would instantly kill my spider. So there's a land. I'm going to play that. Going to play my spider. Now, a thing to think of is if this guy didn't have summoning sickness, which is what that's talking about right there, I could attack with him. But if I attacked with him and, of course, didn't win the game, he would be tapped. A tapped creature cannot defend. So if you're in this situation where your enemy has a flying creature, you have a creature that can defend that flying creature, you want to keep him defensive. Don't attack with him so that he can defend later. Now, again, I'm just going to send my wolves. It's a safe bet. I don't really care if I lose these wolves, and I should win the game with them. So there it is. He can't do anything. He's not even going to bother. That is going to be the game. I'm actually going to get him to like -6 or something here. -8. Yeah. So a pretty easy battle. I'm going to go ahead and go to the campaign ladder and get into another match here. And I'm going to play with another deck. This is actually a pretty easy match. What decks do I have unlocked? Just the first 3. What's going on here? I want to go this way. Come on. You start off with the Fire and Nature deck, and you eventually unlock all the decks. Unfortunately, that is all the customization you can really do. I really wish you could do custom creation, like you could even scan in your actual Magic card decks. That'd be really cool. Unfortunately, that's not something you do with the game. But I'm going to play with the Fire deck just to show something else off. Now, this campaign mission coming up is a very interesting one. That's not a bad hand. I'll keep that. What goes on here is the enemy just has 1 unit, and they're all flying. They very quickly can overwhelm you. I may actually lose it because I don't know how the Fire deck does against this enemy. He has these owls that I think cost, yeah, they just cost 1 to summon. And they're only 1/1 creatures, but they add up so quickly that it very quickly becomes a dangerous situation. So now, obviously, I'm up. I'm going to check out what I can do over here. I can deal 3 damage to a target creature or player, or 4 damage to a target creature. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. He's not going to have any creatures that are more than 1/1, so might as well get rid of a creature so I don't lose a health next level and move on. Because that was just creature damage, I chose to play it. This other one that can do damage to a player, that may come in very important for me because, again, he's going to overwhelm me with these little owl creatures. So here comes my turn again. Going to get another... What did I get here? We'll play that land. Flames of the Fireland. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. It can damage players, but it's only 1. So I'm going to target the creature there. Okay, this is actually a multi-damage card, which allows me to do so much damage, but it's of my target. So I can do 1 damage to his creature and do the rest to the players. Now, if I had done what I meant to do, I would have zoomed in on the card instead of playing that right now, and I could have saved that to kill 3 owls later, which again would have been crucial. But unfortunately, I accidentally played it instead of zoomed in on it. Okay, that's nice. Go away. Here we go. And let's see what I draw here. Gotta end his turn. Another land. Okay, there's some way... There we go. If you right-click, you can get your other options. So this is a 2/2, and he is flying. So he's going to be able to block owls. That isn't what I wanted. Zoom out. There we go. This guy, let's zoom in here. Bloodthirst flying requires 4, 5, 6 to summon, which I, of course, do not have 6 yet. I'm only sitting on 4. And the Searing Spear deals 3 damage to a target creature or player. I'm pretty sure that's static damage. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and play this guy so I can block that 1 owl. That is going to allow me to just continue on here. I'm starting to hit Don't Show again because apparently I wasn't hitting that. And all these tips are coming up over and over and over, which I don't need. I know the tips here. And I'm telling you how to do them. So you'll notice this guy's going to play another land and another owl. He's always going to play 1 land, 1 owl. That's what he's always going to do. You'll never get anything different out of him unless he doesn't have land or he runs out of the deck. You can run him out of the deck. And players who run out of the deck do automatically lose the game. Sacrifice Torch Fiend, destroy target artifact. That does me 0 benefit. He's not going to be able to block a flying. He can, of course, attack, but that doesn't do me too much good. I can give this guy +1, but you can block with multiple guys. So if I attack with him, even powering him up to a 5, 6, 7, a 7-2, these two are still going to be able to block him and kill him, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is... I still can't play this guy, can I? Unfortunately, no. I'm going to play this and target the player. That's going to do some nice damage for now. I could have killed a creature, but I think doing the damage to the player is what I crucially need to do to attempt to win this. And I'm going to skip the attack so that if he attacks, I can block with my dragon and stop one of the 2 incoming damages. I can still summon that guy. I might as well. There's no real reason not to at this time. Unit on the field, I can potentially attack with him next turn, so I'm going to sit on that. I would expect he's not going to attack right now. And he's going to summon another owl. That is obvious. I don't think he'll attack with only 2. He might, though. No, he does not. And that's what I've kind of come to accept. And now that I can get this guy in here, I'm starting to have a powerhouse going on here. A 3/3 is pretty powerful. And what is his ability? Return Scargon Firebird from the graveyard to your hand. Activate this ability only if the opponent was dealt damage this turn. Interesting. So I can get him out of my graveyard, but only if I deal damage to my enemy, which could work in my advantage. I think I see how that might work. So what I'm going to do is skip my attack right now, and I don't think he'll attack next round, and then I can attack, and I'll show you what I mean there coming up. Yes, he's not going to attack. Oh, wait, he might still. You place your guys before you attack. So he's going to place that guy. Obviously has summoning sickness, can't attack me. So he did not attack. What do I have here? Pyromancer deals 1 damage to target player or creature. That is very powerful because I can tap him each turn and kill one of his owls. I'm going to throw that guy in right away. And I believe I can activate that ability right now. No, I can't. He does still have summoning sickness. So what I'm going to do is attack with this owl and this guy. I want to save this guy for defense. He brings me a lot of power, and they would probably target him to kill him. In this situation, they're probably going to put 3 on the Phoenix and 1 on this guy, so everybody just kind of clears the board. So let's see if that happens. And that is actually what I want. Because the Phoenix does die here, you're going to see that. This is exactly what I wanted. The Phoenix is going to die, but that is okay. I'm going to be able to get him back. And that guy's going to die as well, but again, I didn't need him. He can't defend air anyways. So, there he is. His turn's up here. He's going to place his owl as well. It's not going to be able to attack. That's fine. Yes. I keep needing to hit continue. There we go. So, his turn's over. I'm going to come up here. And I'll play my land. That's fine. We're going to tap. No. I don't want to attack with him. I want to zoom in. How do I use this ability? Promote pants damage to the target player or creature. Yeah, I want to tap that. Maybe it needs to be later? I don't know what to do here. How do I use this ability? Well, I don't want to attack with him. I'm going to attack with this guy. That should allow me to do my oh, there he was activatable. I totally just... There we go. Oh. Activate ability. Creatures. There we go. He's going to tap, so I can't, do stuff with him now. Kills that creature. The damage is going to go straight to the player. Oh, why didn't I have enough... What? I should have been able to Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong button multiple times. I thought I could get that guy out of my graveyard. I guess I had to do damage to the player in the turn that he died. I may have screwed that up, but I still did damage to the player and survived the round, so at least there's that. What do we have here? Searing Spear deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So what we're going to do is we'll wait on doing that. I'm declaring my combat? Okay. You attack. We'll go in here and we'll activate that ability. We'll target a creature, do that. We'll play this as well, damage the player with that. In that round, we should do 5 damage to the player. Yes, indeed. All right, so he is down to half health now, and I have yet to take any damage. We're gonna. Ooh, the deck wants something. Can we summon this guy? Zoom in. No. Why was my deck glowing? Curious. Maybe my Phoenix wants to live again. Sorry, I keep forgetting to hit that continue button. The interface can be a little wonky at times, but you get the hang of it. Zoom in. Yeah, see, I wish I could activate him truly at any time. Either way, I will attack with this guy, and in fact, I keep forgetting about this. I'm pretty sure I don't need mana for this guy. Activate ability. Yes, I do not. So target that creature, and boom, I'm going to win the game right here. I'm going to kill his birdie. I'm going to do 10 damage to the player because I kept forgetting to power up my little dragon. He's a 10-2. Going to do 10 damage to the owl guy, the encounter, as it's called. And shaboom, I just won that match. All right, guys, that's going to do it for now. I just wanted to show you a little bit of Magic: The Gathering, Planeswalkers 2013. I got the name a little wrong there, but you get the idea. It's pretty fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's only 10 bucks on Steam. It's super cheap. I've probably played it about 20 hours. I think I've gotten my fill of it at about that time. But for that price, that's an amazing deal. 50 cents an hour is completely worth it. I would never argue with something that well. And I mean, there is a campaign. There is a revenge campaign once you've beat the campaign. There's this thing called Plane Chase. There are challenges. Apparently, they made an expansion I didn't even realize about. That's new. There's expansion Revenge. There's expansion Challenges. There's also multiplayer. And you got a whole bunch of other decks that I couldn't even show off because I don't have them. There's actually quite a bit to this game, and for 10 bucks, I mean, oh my gosh, what a freaking deal. So I can't recommend this game enough. And Magic itself is pretty fun if you ever get into that in real life. It can be an addicting or expensive habit, but it is fun. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I have been Zoronden. If you liked this, if you like Duels of the Planeswalker, any of that, let me know in the comments. And do thumbs up and subscribe so I can bring you more random games like Duels of the Planeswalker 2013. I have been Zoronden. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch all of you on the other side.